Hey everyone, this is Ashley with CT Unit Digitals. I'm going to do a quick tutorial to show you how to use my new Mylar reflection overlays in Photoshop. These are pretty specific reflections. They are ones that I actually photographed in studio, just a wall reflection of light bounce. If you're using Mylar, which is just a shiny sheet of material that you can sometimes use in photography, I photographed some in studio to get the reflections onto the wall so I can make them into overlays if you're having a bit of trouble reflecting it onto it, or if you just need to add a little extra in post. I'm going to be editing using a white backdrop and a black backdrop. I have open an overlay that I'm going to use, but I'm going to use a different method to apply it other than copy and paste, but you can absolutely use it as copy and paste into your image as well. First, I'm going to go to my quick selection tool and select subject up at the top. Okay, and she looks pretty good. I don't really have to worry about down here. I'm just going to be applying the overlay to the backdrop. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that layer and create a layer mask. Click on my background here, go up to File and Place Embedded, and then you want to navigate to the folder wherever your overlays are saved. So I'm going to do a subtle one first. And now what's important about these is you change the blending mode to screen. Okay. And then I could literally be done with this image. That is just kind of a subtle one added for light reflection from the window onto the backdrop. Or I could, so if you right click on this and replace contents, you can easily switch between your overlays here. I'm going to add one that has a little bit more of a reflection. And then I want to obviously move that up so the reflection is on the wall behind her. Okay, and I could be done with this one as well. You do want to zoom in once you get it on your background. Just zoom in and make sure your edges are okay and that the reflection isn't on anywhere that you don't want it. But white is a little bit easier to use. Black can be a little bit tougher. I'm going to do that edit next. So I'm going to go over to my image, quick selection tool, and select subject up at the top again. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about down here because I don't need that. I'm going to duplicate my image, create a layer mask, click on that background, go to File, Place Embedded, and I want kind of like a medium one here, I think. Use this one and change that blending mode to screen before I do anything else. Okay, I want it selected or a little bit more up here than in the back. Okay, oh, my thing's in the way here. Click my check mark. I'm going to create a layer mask on that real quick. And I'm going to use a soft black brush at 100% opacity. And I'm just going to, whoops, brush that off of the edge over here a little bit. Okay, and now if I zoom in, as you can see, her hair didn't select very well. Since we have now the contextual taskbar and a lot more editing tools in Photoshop with its new releases, I like to, I can use my hairbrush strand brushes to brush in her hair. Or what I've been doing lately is I'm actually going to brush this off. Sorry, I'm going to lower opacity here, and I'm going to brush it off a little bit behind her, right here too, because it wouldn't be as bright there. I'm going to flatten my image. I'm going to grab my lasso tool. I'm going to come in, and I'm going to select the edge of her hair here. Right click and generative fill. And I'm just going to put in flyaways. Generate. You might be able to hear my son in the background. I think he's singing. It's in the other room. Okay, and it made some flyaways for us, and you can go between which one you like better. I actually like this one. It shows your shoulder a little bit. I may not do that for a client. I would probably cover that up, but I actually like that one the most out of these ones. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten that, and her hair looks good masked over here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out, and before and after for that one, and that's it. Just don't forget to change that blending mode and use your black and white brush with that layer mask to brush on and brush off. If you wanted to add a color hue to it at all, go back up to before I flatten my image, you could do an adjustment layer above your overlay here. So you'd create a hue saturation layer, and then you click this box right here to create that clipping mask and click colorize, and then drag it, and you could make the reflection a different color as well. Say you had like a Mylar that was like a different color or something. You could match it by using that slider. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. If you are a studio photographer, I would love for you to join my group on Facebook. I will link that in the description. If you are wanting more free tutorials like this one, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified when I add more.